And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the first match of today's 70 Star League Division 1 match. Starting off with benji64 and puncayshun, and I'm accompanied by Rock on X. How are you doing, sir?
Doing just fine. Kinda hyped that I get to see Punkay and can commentate basically live. So I think we're in for a treat because those two guys have been playing insane in the league so far.
And not only in the league, we had Benji, who I think it was a few days ago or like a week ago. I think it was rather sooner though. He got a mid 48 as a PB. That's a big pog. But yeah, puncayshun, I don't think he really needs an introduction. He's the consistency king. Got a 47 life at pace. Yeah, let's see how these guys are gonna go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. It's starting. We only have Benji on cam though, but that's alright.
When the Japanese coming up from Benji as well. What's going on, Benji? Wasting a precious second.
He might be confident that he gets a good time. So he can just
like. He doesn't go for double plus then, does he? Because you have the sound glitch on Japanese, which is not. I mean, it is possible on US as well, but it's not as common, especially on the secrets in SSL.
Oh yeah, that might be the case. So maybe we will see a CCM 18 by Benji, but that's gonna come up. We'll have to wait.
Exactly. Now into Lucky to skip. Like a solid setup from Benji and puncayshun as well. No biggie. Easy skip.
Punkay is actually the only one I can think off the top of my head that does the long jump strats, like basically just long jumps one after another. But it's so consistent for him, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think so as well. I haven't really seen anyone else do it at all.
Alright, no island hops from these guys, but that's understandable. Only real audacious people do that.
Punkay with that slight medium bomb. A little bit slower than Benji's big bomb. Yeah, not bad.
As long as the bomb doesn't blow up and you go through the gate, that's all that matters. If you make it through the fence and grab the star.
Yeah, exactly. So we've seen quite some spaghetti on Bomb Club already. Coming out from Ouija in this race against Tepeskoth. He like died.
Oh yeah.
So unfortunate. I've never seen fails like that before on Bomb Club.
The chain jump killed him, right?
Yeah, exactly. He died to the chain jump.
Alright,
Either way though.
12.7 is what I'm gonna say here.
I'll go for 0.6 and 0.7.
You know what? I'm done guessing.
Oh, double 0.6 though.
I'm done guessing slide times. I never get it right.
Never give up. That's how it works with speedrunning. And into Worms. Probably the scariest stage. Until Tippy, in my opinion. It's not rather hard or like risky. But there's a lot. Well, this hard, but you can't die as easy as what I'm trying to say. Like in Tippy, you can die very, very easily. This stage is just generally really optimized and yeah, hard.
Yeah, since it's the first stage you do every single star in. Oh, Benji going for the sock photo setup here. Punkay bouncing off the piranha plant. That can happen.
Maybe all that World of Warcraft plays made Punkay a little bit rusty. Who knows?
Oh yeah, dude, classics out. Yeah, that's true. I saw him stream a couple of hours, like every now and then. So yeah.
Going in with the grind. So yeah, let's see if Benji can save a few seconds on Punkay, or like 1 second probably only.
But if Punkay didn't sleep at all for the last like 4 days, he would still have like 4 or 5 hours per day to grind SM64, so we don't know.
Yeah, might still. I mean, no sleep. So it's like a good condition for, especially a race where you need to concentrate really, really hard. Like, that's something I've been thinking about lately, is that you gotta think so hard about every move because you don't want to mess up at all. Ooh, Punkay going for a free air cycle. Not grabbing the 5 coins in the beginning. Oh, and gets stopped by the fence, but I think he should still be good. You got a little
Yeah.
bit more time since you didn't grab the 5 coins, and Benji making the pro cycle with the 5 coins.
And Benji also went to collecting the 8 coins in the water,
But
counterclockwise.
misses the blue coin, unfortunately.
Counterclockwise is the correct word. Wait.
Again,
I was thinking about my clocks again because I got confused yesterday, but yeah, I might just stop thinking about clocks because that confuses me a lot. I should not do that. Because there's things going on the screen. Both wrapping up 100 coins now.
now we do have. I think Benji's still in the lead, but that blue coin. Ooh, the Sync Star Spawn. Let's go. But yeah, Benji did have those unfortunate blue coin mistakes and the time save from Puncay from the text because it was looking like he was way far behind because it was on top of that, I don't know, ramp. But yeah, the time save on US, you have like one less text box on the 100 coin stars at the end on that text box. So yeah, saving a little bit of time over Japanese on that.
Yeah, basically just like half a second behind Benji now. Made up some seconds, even though he got medium bomb in BOB and uses the US version.
RNG, man. RNG. It's all RNG sold.
That's not a lot of RNG, I think, compared to other speed games. But yeah, it does cost. If it messes with you, it can cost a bunch of seconds.
Yeah, for sure. I think Benji just wasn't ready for that kind of RNG. That was not too bad, if I'm being honest. The first blue coin RNG he had. And the second one as well, he just missed that too. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was really the game's fault, I was just joking around. Ooh, the sync ground pounds though. Punkay's probably gonna save time. Ooh, that ground pound at the end from Puncay though.
Super optimized. Super close.
Extremely optimized.
So close to bonking there. Speaking
It's
of
like
being
that.
prepared, I mean, being prepared is as always. I know I mention it every time, but I'm so certain that it's true. That it's not like in the end in a race it does not come. It does also come down to your consistent gameplay, but it's also like 50% of it is how you deal with things that should not happen, mistakes or RNG you did not expect, yada yada yada. So that is also part of a good speedrunner or a good racer in that sense.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta be ready for everything if you wanna get a good time.
Speaking
You
of
gotta
good
be able-
times,
Try to guess the slides again, let's see. I must say a 0.7 from both this time. I'm confident in that.
0.7 for Benji, 0.6 for Puncay. I swear, if none of those numbers is correct now, I'm gonna be a little bit upset.
Ooh, the pre-rage already coming out. And the 0.7? Oh, and the 0.6. I was almost right. Almost.
I got it the other way around. Oh man. One day, I swear.
Should have put more faith into Benji.
Yeah, that's what I get for being for not. That's what you get for not trusting the youth, right there. You see what you get if you underestimate the young players. It's not fair for me, and that's what I get for it. Instant karma. But yeah, enough of that, because we flying right now.
And flying is not easy, but both are in the first two reds, which is the biggest obstacle of this course. And not the cleanest turns, but they're making it happen, not failing. But Puncay deciding to still go for that raw landing. Let's go. How's that?
Rolling out there, yeah. Looks so cool. I mean, you can't turn, like, do a sharper turn and grab the coins with Mario's right hand, right? But if you just fly through with Mario's body, then it's just safer that you grab the coin.
Exactly, and you can also like try to be as low as possible when you grab the other rings, so other reds, so that you can grab more speed while going down again after grabbing them, like the 4th, 5th, and so on.
Yeah.
Either way, into Dark World, and both grabbing a really solid beginning, looking like a decent shake cycle so far from both.
Should be good, yeah. No trouble with the wall kick. Oh, Goomba here, almost pushing off Benji. Those Goombas, man. We have seen a Goomba death yesterday in the D2 races, so they are not to be messed with.
Benji has so much time there just to run around for ages on end. Alright. Both grabbing a decent shake cycle though. Not slowing down whatsoever. Almost a double firsty from Puncay. He fails. He doesn't get... Ooh, and now we go. Just a fail. Almost put him behind again.
Does not get the triple jump there because he is in a weird spot on the switch. So Benji made up 1 or 2 seconds there over Puncay.
Oh yes, this is indeed a pre-recorded soda. So, but as always, the commentary is live. We have not seen the results.
I mean, except for the script, but no, we do not know what's happening. Puncay crawling towards the key.
No kind of dab. Don't want to dab while grabbing the key. I mean, on US it's actually not possible to do the Mario dab. It's only possible on JP. Like, I don't know why that got patched out. Kind of unfair.
Feels bad, man. No dabs for the US version.
Right.
Alright, sky jump. One of the stars.
I don't really expect any fails on this star. Honestly, I
was about to say the complete opposite.
Wow.
Because they won't fail, but
D1, dude. It's D1.
Of course they won't fail. However, it is one of those stars that do not look hard. And if you start 70 star and you're like, yeah, that's just a triple jump. You slide down, you jump 3 times, and that's it. There's a little bit more to it. It's not a particularly hard star, but things can happen. But maybe that's just me because I have not put many hours into 70 star. Just started relearning it. It's fun, but you realize it's harder than you think. If you come from, for example, 16 star like me, there's a way broader variation of movements and skills you have to know in comparison to 16 star, which makes sense because it's a shorter category than 70 star. However, cool commenter now. Enough about me having trouble with 70 star.
And Benji going for the safer. I was about to comment on. I like that he goes for the safer one. Unfortunately, didn't get the wall kicks afterwards. But yeah, just doesn't want to die. So I can see that.
It does not lose a lot of time over the optimal wall kick dive, right? Like 1 second.
I'm actually not sure how much slower it is, but it definitely doesn't lose too much.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, Benji just decided to go into the slide, man. Not able to grab the penguin or even get up.
Yeah, just goes straight into the chimney. I mean, like we predicted, if he goes for a CCM 18, which at this point it's fairly certain he will, or he forgot his route, which is not likely.
No, I don't think so.
Just dive in there anyway.
Yeah, doing double plus on JP is really scary. I remember Paracusia said that secrets on JP aren't too bad to avoid the sound glitch that is. But I don't know, I haven't tried it myself, but it seems super scary to me still.
Yeah, I mean, just the possibility of running into that problem in a race is not worth going for, in my opinion. So just
so everyone knows what's up with that. It's like when you grab the last secret, the sound can cut off, and when that happens, and you grab a star, your console just freezes. So you have to reset your console pretty much.
That's because...
And also if you exit levels too. So
that's because SSL is a really hot stage, and in order the console does not overheat, it just decides to freeze. That's my understanding of technical problems, by the way. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, it seems about right. Definitely not wrong or anything. But yeah.
Dude, that's something my mom could actually think. I just thought. Because when I use terms like overclocking and overheating and freezing, like referring to her laptop, she would not get it. But my mom aside, even though she is a nice woman, speaking of moms, is that the same penguin that is searching for his child or her child? I don't think so, right? It's a different penguin.
I'm pretty sure it's a different one, because if you leave the slide, the mama penguin is still outside waiting. So...
Is that the daddy penguin then?
I'm not that much into the penguin lore, if I'm completely honest, so I have no idea.
Huh. I mean, imagine your child is missing, and all you gotta do is race some random Italian plumber guy down a icy slide while your child is missing. But maybe I'm making up weird scenarios. Maybe that's just my brain being weird again. I don't know.
Then you actually had to wait for hours for the penguin to actually arrive. That's something that's really scary. If you long jump too early, the penguin can just push you off into the death zone if you grab the star and land. So you gotta wait until the penguin kind of passes you to be safe.
Or you just do it like Guy and I.
Or
and,
he suddenly,
and hope
like,
for the best.
yeah, just for some reason survive still, even though you long jump too early. I've never seen that. It's such a rare thing to occur.
I did not see that live, but I saw it in the highlight video, and I was just in awe. I like the exact same face Guy and I just made when that happened, and I had your same exact reaction, like verbally. I was screaming at the screen and just staring in awe. I mean, if anybody was in my room, they would think I was going crazy, because I kind of was. It was amazing. So if you want to see that and catch up on the highlight videos, again, our YouTube channels, just type in Global Speedrun tournaments or Global Speedrun in general into YouTube, and you can subscribe to us and catch up on any races, highlights, whatsoever you miss from all the games, not just SM64, but all the other games as well.
Exactly, and yeah, in PBH there isn't really anything going on, so just gonna get that plug in there. But now, Punkay already into SSL, that's where the routes are gonna convert. We're seeing that Benji has one more star out of PBH, just due to that CCM 18 and Punkay's CCM 17. Yep. Yeah, let's see how Punkay handles those double pluses. We've seen him opt out of doing plus before and go for Toxic Mate instead.
Maybe they'll treat him better this time. Oh,
missing the bomb. That's
failing.
The saddest thing that can happen on plus. You can just like, I don't even know why that happens, honestly. Sometimes Mario just doesn't rig out the bomb of that jump dive. Okay, that's an interesting angle, but makes it work. Really close to the quicksand.
Yeah, that was super scary. I was thinking that he was dead, but yeah, that does not happen to Punkay. Apparently, it just happens to me. Feels bad, man. We have seen
for Benji to make up. Let's see. Punkay on that second try. Gets it second try. Looking very nice. The Tama plus double jump.
was
ending.
super fast.
Alright.
Also, I was about to say, little side note there, Punkay punch grabbed the bunny, whereas Benji dove into it, which diving into the bunny or into MIPS is slightly slower, I think like a second. But punch grabbing is actually... Benji going for the Mario cam here, interrupting.
Okay, he really likes that, dude. I love the Mario cam Tama plus, it looks so crazy.
He just distracted us from the fact that Punkay just got his second plus in a row.
Yeah,
that was
so
crazy.
He's fine. Doesn't have to get any other backup star. He's good in SSL.
Yeah, only the big bird. If the fly guy decides to be nice, which if you go like up on the right side of that side of the pillar, the fly guy rarely messes with you and trolls you. Like, he can spit fire, that can happen rarely, but he does not fly towards you. That's a big oof if that happens, because you can boing off him into the vulture then, or the big bird.
Honestly though, when he spits fire, it's just as bad, because you usually cannot reach him with a long jump if you're like... most runners are not ready for the fire spitting, so you kind of slow down to make the long jump, or because I don't know, you're sure he's gonna be in the right position, and then you can't grab him afterwards if he actually decides to stay where he is and spit fire instead.
Yeah, you either hold neutral during the long jump and not hold right, or you hold even back a little so you actually bounce off his head. So yeah,
and then you just fall down if he spits fire. Can happen easily, but yeah, it's kind of rare, as you said.
I think, yeah, I've seen it in a race where fly guys spit fire like for both racers. That was really, really bad. Like, I felt bad for them because it didn't do anything wrong. It was just a fly guy being, alright, I'm just gonna spit fire into nowhere, because why would he? But apparently that's just what he does. Speaking of fire, we are in a very dangerous lava land here. So far so good for both players though, nothing really happening with them.
Yeah, they both went for the flower on reds first, which I can see. I always do that as well, just get it out of the way, even though it's pretty free. And then, yeah. Ooh, lava boost coming up for Puncay, going for the long jump start, which is pretty safe. Gets a decent ending too. Not gonna bother with the glitchy pole long jump.
And no pro boost here, but who can blame him? He's been like on stream. He's been playing World of Warcraft, and it's a race, so why not go safe? Benji doing the same here. Completely understandable. Also makes it up there. The bully coming at him, but not getting him. Mario is just way too fast for him.
Alright, luckily the bully didn't push him off. We did see that before as well.
Yeah.
It happens if you missed it just a little bit. Yeah, if you ledge grab, you're pretty much done for. After the lava booster. And Benji, a little bit confused, already got both volcano stars, had the camera for the volcano entrance again, but no, he kind of messed up.
Has to burn Mario's bum here, but we'll make it over there. Blockless with the wing cap. Alright, so both bully stars left. Puncay's with a slight lead here, but I'd say he did not make up like a bunch of seconds in NLL, but before he was ahead after SSL as well, so no big mistakes so far by both. Slight hiccup here by Benji, but that's not a big O.
I'm actually trying to think of where Benji lost that much time, because going into Sky Jump they were pretty close, a lot closer than now. But yeah, Puncay, I guess his CCM was just a little bit cleaner. We did see Benji falling into like not getting the penguin and also messing up walkers for work too.
Oh yeah, those two, because it was like a 10-second lead or something. It wasn't that much, so maybe just the slower walkies will work. Yeah, and of course a little bit of a slower route with CCM 18. But other than that,
yeah, it's kind of crazy how these small mistakes and just little time savers from Puncay's side save so much in the long run, you know?
You don't see it like in race if you don't play close attention and you're not very like you have to know what kind of small time saves there are in stages and in stars that cut off like 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 seconds. They just add up over time and you don't really see it. You think how Benji did not actually make big mistakes, why is he behind? But it's just the small things that Puncay is so consistently good at and you don't even realize anymore because it's just, yeah, you're just used to it. And it's such a minor difference in movement.
Exactly. It's kind of crazy, but I always love to see that when you suddenly realize that small things actually do matter a lot. And that's kind of what separates the very top from the other top players, you know?
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean, yeah, definitely. That's what
yeah, but with harder strats also comes more risk, so you gotta be ready. If you mess up and lose a lot of time, then your faster gameplay didn't pay off. We did see Puncay mess up +1, so something like that can happen.
Yeah, so just because you go for risky strats does not make you a good runner or racer, because you have to be consistent with them. If you lose time every time you go for a risky strat, then obviously would not be worth it. Let's see if Puncay goes for a risky strat here. Nope, does not go for front sub. Opts out of it. Yeah, does not lose too much time over front sub, and he's not in a position to actually. He doesn't have to save time or go for risky strats at this point, so why bother? I'm on his side there. Benji also looking like he's gonna go for.
That's an interesting camera angle there. You don't need to press C left that early to reduce the lag, but I guess Benji just wanted to.
Yeah, sometimes I just do it too early and then it's kind of awkward. It happens to me also when I do 60-star runs. I just sometimes press C left too early and then you have to deal with the camera. I don't even know why. Maybe it might just be force of habit because you're scared to cause lag. I don't know. Manta Ray.
The lag reduction there and misses the star because of it.
But the hitboxes were nice to him. He got all 5. I was about to say that and then he just missed the star.
Yeah, no Manta Troll. No Manta Troll, luckily. But what? Okay. For some reason, I didn't see the second ring work on Benji's side. I thought he missed it, but yeah, I didn't see the number. But he's good.
It happens to me a lot, and I always like after the third one, I'm sure that it worked out because the second ring I often miss. I don't know. It's kind of like not on screen for me, but maybe that's just my bad view. I don't know. Might go to the eye doctor.
It just happened. It just happened to me as well. But yeah, into fires the end. Puncay looking very clean. That's an easy lava boost LAS for him.
Not giving Benji a chance to catch up so far. Puncay playing really solid so far. I'm actually amazed.
Yeah, versus SSL, SSL was also just a really small slip up. He didn't really lose much time on messing up Pilalas first. But yeah, he's been playing super solid ever since.
And Benji as well. I mean, also getting the good cycle here. Good ending by the looks of it. So Benji also playing really well, really solid. Can be happy with what he did so far. Puncay's still in the lead. It's crazy. Both players proving their worth, proving they're in the right position in Division 1. So yeah, as expected, the race is a treat so far. It's gonna be even better because we're gonna go upstairs, and that's where the real meat is gonna be at, in my opinion.
And a 25-35 coming in from Puncay. That's a super solid race time as well for Pharisee. But Benji as well gonna grab the 25 Pharisee too. Those are both like very solid 48 paces. Even like I would even say that Puncay is still on 47 pace, but he would need to play super perfect, and yeah, it's hard to do that, especially in the race.
Might see it. I mean, we saw it live at pace. Pace?
Okay.
They got a 47. What does?
Okay.
Huh? Puncay.
Going into Snowman's land first. All right. What?
Not too sure. Maybe
is this a new strat? And he fails. Snowman's head.
Has to go back up here. Maybe he wants to have SL out of the way for some reason.
I was gonna say maybe he doesn't like the stage, but honestly, with Riot is also a pretty tough stage as well with all the RNG, and then.
So, either he dislikes SL and wants to have it out of the way, or he just tries to avoid with Dry World just at this point because, yeah, he doesn't like with Dry World and just tries to postpone it for as long as possible because he feels comfortable, like with his gameplay right now. I'm not too sure. We can only speculate. So we have a big difference in route here, actually.
Or maybe he's just a big joker. Tries to be the funny man. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in his mind, but you never see that, so props to Puncay. But not props for that, he keeps messing up the stars in someone's land.
Props revoked, no props for you, sir.
Yeah, I revoked my props.
You spoke too soon, D.
As always, it happens so easy when you commentate.
Yeah, it almost feels like, I mean, there has been a word for it. What was it like? Commentators? Demise? Commentators?
Ooh, I think I know what you mean, but I can't think of it right now.
There's something. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't think of it, but it might appear later. I'm not gonna dwell on it, so I'm just gonna continue talking about what's actually happening. Benji wrapping up 100 coin here, no hiccup, no falling down. As far as I could tell, it was quite clean.
Just a little bit of slop in the beginning. Missed the blue coin switch, but that's really all.
Oh yeah.
Pretty bad.
Puncay heading a TTM. Yeah. Kinda curious, I kinda wanna ask him afterwards.
Ooh, the breeze is coming out from Puncay. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, there
like
we go.
That. Like it's nothing. Oh man.
Very hard gameplay. And as you guys might know, he did mess that up in his world record, I believe. That was one of the things that he did mess up in the run. So, fun fact.
Still has the world record even though he misses.
Yeah, even with that, I mean that's why I kind of mentioned it. It's actually quite a time loss especially if you take fall damage. afterwards, like you fall down and take fall damage.
Yeah, if you sandwich Mario there, like 8 to 9 seconds is what I have in mind, but I could be wrong. A significant time loss whatsoever. The number is not that important.
Might not be as big, but yeah, definitely still a big time loss compared to what you could like prevent from just using the breeze instead. Yeah, Benji now. Did he go for the triple jump walkies? I actually am not sure. He didn't go for. He did go for them. Yeah, he did go for them for the top of the town one.
Yeah, I think so as well. I'm kind of just to be honest here. I'm kind of still like trying to think about why Puncay just went into SL first. So I'm kind of like concerned with this screen right now. But you're right. I should focus more on Benji.
It's not the commentators' fault that we can't pay attention. It's all because of puncayshun. So
yeah, confirmed.
But yeah, I was just gonna say that Benji had a pretty decent withdrawal. There was not really any big mistakes at all.
Yeah, that was my impression as well, but I think he went for a triple jump, but never mind. Because he's in THI now, and he has been wrapping up just now. Has wrapped up.
Ooh, and the decent, very nice beginning for Puncay on Team Reds. That was a questionable single jump, but kind of making it work. Still super solid. Just a weird single jump there on the mushroom part.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Did not look intentional. Benji bonking there on his way into the pipe, but at least does not fall all the way down, so also not that big of a mistake here. Yeah, it's gonna go around. Not clipping through.
Okay, I'm reading an interesting theory in chat that it's to make the race more exciting by making us not know who's really in the lead, but I'm pretty sure that Puncay is still in the lead. He both had like super small mistakes, and Puncay had quite a significant lead out of Fire Sea, so he should still be in the lead.
Yeah, the only thing that actually was like only messed up Snowman's head, right? In the beginning of SL, as far as I could tell. And a little bit of hiccup when he did whirling over the pond, which is not a correct description of the star in the speedrunning sense, because you do not whirl over the pond, but yeah. I guess that's still what
that's
still
really
what the star's
there
called.
wasn't really anything else that he did mess up, so
yeah. And just as
it's so weird seeing Puncay being like so far out in terms of the star count.
Yeah.
And yeah, Benji just entering TTM now.
Kind of weird that one person enters THI for a second time as one person wraps it up, and they're just not because of mistakes, but rather for just route choice. It does make it more interesting, though, to be fair.
Also, the mountain clip from Puncay was pretty, well, not interesting, but pretty hot. It was pretty clean.
Playing out of his mind in a race, as mostly he does. Most of the time he does. Benji has to do the second wall kick there, but does not fall down, gets it, grabs a star.
Wasn't ready for it. If you don't get a firstie, I feel like you can back it up quite easily. When you get a firstie, that's when you're starting to sweat and get it's a little harder to get the second wall kick if you do have to back it up.
It's weird how sometimes you just like want firsties, like in Dark World, to wrap Dark World up. And sometimes you actually are really afraid of firsties because, yeah, they just mess up your planned movement and actually can make you fall down. Puncay rolling out pretty deep there into the painting though, so he gets the water level he wants. That's what
going for the elevator stuff first. Going for the triple wall kick, misses it. Not too bad though. It's probably the best fail you can have there. And yeah, Benji deciding to go for the breeze. Whereas Puncay saved some time on breezes. It's around like, I would say 3 seconds since he went a little bit slow. You can get like a 10-second time with the breeze. And around 8 seconds with breeze less. But yeah, Benji didn't have as fluent movement.
Yeah, the chuckler was also a little bit in the way. So he tried to not jump right into his arms to be thrown around. You don't want to have that. Spicy movement here. Over the gap from Benji.
from both, actually. Puncay also landing the second turbo jump wall kick. Nice. Ooh, I'm kind of surprised that he still got the red coin there. He's so far to the left. Yeah, his angle wasn't good enough to jump directly into the star.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Not that big of a deal. As long as you don't fall down there.
You can't really complain, yeah, exactly.
It happened to Division 1 players as well. One little misinput or invisible wall.
Dude, when that happened, I was actually like, everyone fails the side flip ending now. During that week, everyone was failing the side flip ending. And not everyone was dying, but they were all messing up that ending. The side flip and the rollout. It was so weird to see.
True. Happened to many people, now that you say it. Huh.
Didn't really happen this week, so maybe people got their stuff together. And now it's 2 more stars for Puncay, so just 100 coins and secrets. And we're almost there to see the rod convert and see the actual lead. I'm actually not too sure if Puncay is still in the lead, but didn't really look like that much change. Ooh, and Aki coming in with a raid. Thank you so much, Aki. 16-star legend.
Thank you, man. And also, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think many things happened that could make Puncay, or they could just could have caused Puncay. That's the tense I was looking for, to lose his lead. So it might have gotten smaller, but he should still be in the lead. But we'll see.
It's not looking like it's such a big lead though, so Benji is still in this for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I'm a horrible guesser when it comes to seconds and times. Oh!
Okay, also falling down. Let's see how he backs us up. This is kind of a scary situation. Gonna see how he just goes around and goes up there. Okay, that's so interesting. What?
I've never seen that backup.
Yes, Sim. That's such an interesting backup. I didn't even think that was really possible too. I wonder if he practiced that or if he already knew about it.
Sometimes I think those runners just make that up like on the spot, but the more I play the game, the less likely I think it is, because it's really hard to come up with a backup strat just on the fly. So he might have been practicing it, but we don't know. Yeah, you're right. The lead is not big at all, in fact, because they're both going.
It is around 13 seconds. I was paying attention to their lobby entrance. Yeah, 13 seconds into basement, grabbing that HMC now.
Really close.
So I'm pretty sure that Benji caught up a little bit in that upstairs. But yeah, both playing so solid. Until that bonk.
Catching up, but not catching.
Guess the JP Mips glitch.
Dude, what? That's the first time. Why do I not know things about this game? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know why Mips gets confused sometimes, but yeah, he gets stuck and then just spasms out.
That is crazy.
As far as I'm concerned, that only happens on JP, and it actually kind of helps you because I mean Mips isn't running away, right? So.
Man, what? I can't comprehend what just happened. Oh man, Mips just ran back and forth on spot basically. Never mind that. HMC. I gotta get over it. Jesus.
You always learn something new, like when commentating. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I've been commentating for a couple of weeks now, I'd say, and also playing the game, but I've never seen that, and that's just what I love about this game. Either I'm easily impressed, or I don't know things, or both, but I just always learn something new about my favorite childhood game ever, and that is what, additionally to the great gameplay, makes watching these races so worthwhile.
100% agreed. I love that there's stuff that I don't see as often. I sometimes even forget they exist, but then you kind of see it again. It's just with so many different runners and probably also like different play styles. You see so much more like different mistakes happening.
Yeah, definitely.
I just love that. This game is great. All the diversity you have, even with mistakes. Might not sound that great, but yeah. it's not just strats that can be different. A lot of mistakes as well.
Definitely, so much to it. And that's why it is one of the most beloved speed games at this point of time. Also beloved is a good Christmas. And Christmas miracle just happened because Puncay got that triple jump wall kick, got the height, and just as Benji does not need a backup here, so we get a double Christmas. Our parents still divorced, 2 Christmases, but I guess we have to deal with that. Yeah.
And definitely Puncay extending his lead because of that MIPS mistake from Benji's side. But still, this race is so close on both, on solid 48 pace into Tippy.
Oh, Puncay having a little bit of a problem with the wall there, but not that big of a deal. Gonna go up there. And the tippy top, especially, to me, Rainbow Ride is especially tricky and scary because with the very first triple jump you do in that stage, you can just die.
Puncay. Okay. Also going for TTC early. What is going on with this man? Changing up the routes so much.
I was gonna say we will see Puncay going for triple jump in Rainbow Ride, but Puncay, knowing what I was gonna say apparently, or just tries to mess with me, I don't even know at this point. But yeah, we have a different route here as well, different stages.
So we'll have to see until they're both finished with both Tippy stages and handed to bits to see the lead again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
The exact lead at least. It's still looking like it's in Puncay's favor so far. Small mistakes won't matter that much unless he keeps doing small mistakes, because those add up as well. Having a really nice ending to TTC 100.
Looks good so far. Yeah, it's up there. Did not catch the safety red coin there, but why would he go for it if he doesn't need it? Yeah, just gonna grab that star on the thwomp here.
Looking good. Very nice TTC 100.
Just as Benji got lucky to bounce first try, so all good for Benji as well. Good tippy so far.
It's actually interesting to see Benji go for Turkey Tigers first, because most people want to get like the bounce out of the way, of course. I feel like that as well.
Yeah, I would do it that way because you can back up a fatal Akita bounce with tricky triangles.
Exactly. So, but maybe Benji just too confident, or maybe it just helps him like not lose it over Akita bounce, because obviously heading into Rainbow Ride you're really scared that you're gonna die. So I might as well just push it back a little bit and take it a bit easier maybe.
It's really, you see it quite often that runners have a different approach. Some want to get the hardest part out of the way first, and some just need to get into the stage and do like 1 or 2 stars that are easier than other stars, so they get basically, yeah, just get warm with the stage. Kinda, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just if you need to warm up, then why not just do it? It's better than failing, right? So.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so Benji had a pretty clean rainbow right there. It's gonna go for TikTok clock.
No mistakes at all coming from Benji's side. So I would be sick to see both getting a 48, honestly. That would be insane. And it's still possible for sure. Like there weren't no mistakes at all really from both runners.
Yeah, that would be so freaking hype. I'd be down for that. Alright, Puncay in there. Benji gonna grab
like a really good TC100 from Benji as well. That beginning was so clean. Even cleaner than Puncay. Puncay had a little bit of slop in the beginning of his 100 coins. Ooh,
oh,
but as I said, that missed dive coming out instead of a kick. He's diving.
no big-o, but yeah.
And Puncay also falling down these finicky platforms that can easily happen.
Definitely, yeah.
Just gonna grab the records and he's done. And that RNG, oh my god, I've never seen the coin fall down that
Yeah, that was
slow.
weird. That was
Usually
weird.
the coin like gets stuck, right? If you,
Yeah.
but yeah, never seen that before.
Yeah, true. It either just shoots out and just goes straight on vacations, like bye, and just shoots away, or just gets stuck there. But apparently that coin had a different idea of what's possible, just
Was
changing
just
the
like
game's physics.
Yeah, like a bait. Yeah, you want to grab me, luring Benji to the edge and then still falling down. But yeah, Benji had that situation under control pretty well though.
Yeah, quick backup box. If you grabbed the safety red, but he did not, so he had to go for the backup box. It does not lose that much time, but definitely lost time over Puncay there. Puncay getting the key to bounce here.
Very nice single jump, like the bounce, I must say. Saving a little bit of time over the side flip, but a double ledge grab.
Oh,
and
okay.
the wall kick save. Okay. Okay. You can grab the star now, Puncay, and stop playing with my heart.
Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart. Yeah, that's something else. I'm gonna have that song stuck in my mind for the rest of the day, I swear. I'm gonna go to sleep with that song in my mind, but that is my personal problem.
Oh, thanks to Puncay.
Yeah. And the worst thing is he won't even care because he will not know. That makes me sad. Not sad is Puncay's movement here. Also,
Yeah,
Benji.
The bonk coming out from Benji. But yeah.
He gets
I had to pick it up a little bit. Alright, and 2 more stars left in Rambo Ride for Puncay. And 3 more stars left in TDC for Benji, so it's looking like Puncay still has quite a big lead, honestly.
So far, yes, but not done yet, and also Sky will happen. And Sky does happen. Oh boy, does it happen. There can happen so many things.
It sure happens. It's a stage.
It's there.
We'll have to see. First, these gentlemen have to finish up the stage, though. Yeah, Puncay only Ramrod Reds left. Ooh, a little bit of slop coming out from Benji on that turbo jump. Yeah, there's not really like anything big that happened at all in Tippy. That's what we like to see.
That dive was weird by Benji. I don't know why he dove there, but he did. And Puncay had super clean reds to wrap it up, so he's gonna head into Sky right now as Benji. Benji has 1 more star in TTC, right? Yeah, and then he's gonna go for a Toad star. Because Toad is a bro.
And yeah, as still Puncay on that solid 48 pace. Of course, no mess ups in Tippy from him. At least no big ones that could have destroyed his 48 pace. And both runners having trouble on TTC Red, so we saw Benji also falling down a little bit. Yeah, got it under control.
Yeah, situation saved, everything's alright. Also, you couldn't see, but I'm just shaking my head in disbelief at Puncay's gameplay, because what you said is 100% true. Just flying through Tippy.
And also,
that punch setup here.
Nail on the left side wall kick.
That punch setup has actually been called placebo by a knowledgeable and very well-known player. I think it works, but I guess even if it's just placebo, it works for me. So yeah, that's good. Benji in the sky as Puncay grabs Bowser by his thorny tail.
Still on
Hits
that
the first throw.
On that mid 48 pace. I'm pretty sure that Puncay won't have any trouble on throws. I have not seen him really fail many throws throughout the entire league.
That's true, it'll be the first time, but nah.
And there it is. Clean throws for a low 48 actually. Might still be a 48. Actually, never mind. I like to consider a 48 anything below a 48-20 a low.
Yeah.
48. I mean, it's still a low 48. Come on. 48-20. That is an amazing, amazing race time.
Yeah, it's low. It's the first third of the 49th minute, so it is still in the low realm, I would say. Crazy race time again by Puncay. GG's to the legend himself. But
Benji, it's not over yet. He can still grab good points.
Exactly. It's looking like he's on a low to mid 49 pace, which is also really solid. So we'll see. He's gonna grab those points, I believe.
He can do it. He just had a little bit of slop, like all of it added up really in TDC, I think mainly. But yeah, destroyed the 48 for him, unfortunately. But still,
oh,
I think that's it. That's it. Nice.
So sometimes
getting
weird.
that mid 49. Let's go.
I thought I was gonna miss, but yeah, the throws in Bowser in the Sky are really weird. But GG's to Benji as well with a 49-27.
Big GG's.
Beautiful.
Two really solid race times. But yeah, D1 of
Definitely.
course. They're going in. And as this was pre-recorded, there won't be any pre-race, post-race interviews. So we're just gonna head into intermission, and the next race is gonna come up. It is actually gonna be me versus Viro, commentated by Electric and Chantastic. That's gonna be a good one as well. I mean,
It's gonna be a blast.
Chantastic and Electric commentary.
But D technically is also a pre-race interview because we have races coming up. So after one race is before the other race. Stay tuned, stay there. I'm gonna be here in chat, maybe annoying commentators, not too sure. I'm gonna be here nevertheless. Hope I'll catch you in chat. That's it for this race. D, it was a pleasure.
It was great as always, dude. Thank you so much for commentating with me. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoy my race against Mario, and have a good one.
Have a good one.